Good evening. Happy Friday to you and the people you love and family and Team Brazil, of course. I'm sorry, too soon. Welcome to the show. This is the day. My name is Medrin Yambura. So glad you chose to hang out with us. And today we are talking everything football. Okay, not about the penalties and the goals. Nope. We are talking about what that does in a family dynamic. Kuna watu wamekasirika. Some people remove the battery in the remote so that no one can change the channel. And I have a surprise guest today. So before I get to her, on my extreme, my other right, okay, on my extreme left, I have Emmanuel Masharia Kakosh. He's a team builder, has a football channel on YouTube, and also a future coach. But I speak it into life. May you be a football coach. I also have Alan Balo, event host, a football commentator, and a football analyst. Sorry, I'm speaking it into life. And also does team building. Now, if you've listened to this show long enough, you've heard me either complain, praise, talk about how I like or hate Priska Aroko. Ah, yeah, do you Aroko? Putting the face behind the name. Hey, girl.
Hi.
You're caught in between the two.
Yeah, and I hope I get to manage the situation that happens in this studio today.
Okay, are you wearing the jersey on the inside?
In my heart.
So, karibu sana, gentlemen. Quick question. Which team are you supporting? Tuanze hapo.
Worldcup, I'm waiting for the second round so that I can start supporting a team.
Ah.
My team was beaten the first round.
Wait, what is your team?
Germany.
Pole. Priska, what team are you supporting?
Well, my team went home the first round. That was
Yeah.
Egypt. So one thing I can say is every team is capable of doing something big or something small. So I'm also waiting for the second round.
Okay, yes. Masharia, which team?
I support the greatest, Three Lions, aka England.
Aye, Maringo too. Check usiringe, Argentina happens. Usiringe. So, quick question. How do you feel about, just the space of football, World Cup, and the energy that's around it? How do you feel about it?
That's life.
Yeah.
That's life. Now I think I'm leaving because football is everything to me. I play football, I watch football, eat, sleep football. Yes.
Priska, yes, sorry, go ahead.
It's life.
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Aroko, if you ask most women, this is the time you catch up with your magazine, you watch the series you haven't watched, you check everything you haven't. But Priska, unapenda mpira sana. How do you feel in this season?
Well, for me, nothing much has changed because this is something that you keep on doing on the weekends and all that.
Yeah.
But it has also brought in some enthusiasm with it. Because now you have something to look forward to every day.
Yeah.
With Premier League, you only get to do that maybe on a Monday, Tuesday, and then on Saturday, Sunday. So now, if you have football Monday to Sunday, it's interesting in the house.
Okay.
Yes.
And then people get eye bags because of sleeping late.
No shade, no shade.
Masharia, in this season, unafilaje?
I've never been this excited.
Really? Why is that?
This is the first World Cup that I'm watching,
Yeah.
Diligently.
Okay.
I
Because
can't
of
remember
England.
the other World Cups, but this one,
Yeah.
because England is winning, of course. But also it's bringing us together.
Yeah.
I've never sat with my mom down to watch TV.
Okay.
But now we're sitting down and we're watching TV with her.
Okay, which
World
brings an interesting perspective. You've mentioned that you watch football with your mom.
Yeah.
Do you think the World Cup can bring people together? I'll just follow up on what you've said.
It's already brought people together because it doesn't matter what age, race, gender.
Yeah.
People watching football even with girls. Not to demean them, but
Yeah.
it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But now it's happening.
Okay.
So it's bringing people together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aroko, your family watches football together. I found that so fascinating that you all sit around and watch it. Tell me how that just brings, unity in the family.
Well, let me just give you a short backstory. Before I was born, apparently my mom and my dad used to go for football matches. So my mom says we were the first Gor Mahia fans.
Okay.
I don't know how Gor Mahia was back then. So
Yeah.
she says these days you're so rowdy and all that. But back then they used to go watch football. And then now with DSTV and with GoTV and all sorts of satellite dishes, people hardly go to watch the matches in the fields and all that. But for us, what we do as a family, we sit together, like we say, what team do you support? And then we don't really bet, but no betting, because betting is, I don't know what you guys think about betting.
We'll get to that in a minute.
So we only say if maybe team A wins, someone is going to do the dishes. If team B wins, you're going to be the first one to go to the shop to buy breakfast and all that. So it sort of makes you happy to support something because I don't want to do the dishes or I don't want to wake up in the morning to make breakfast or do something else. Yes.
Okay.
So it sort of when you sit down, it makes us happy first of all, and then we cheer each other. Like there's always someone in the middle ground. Most of the time, my mom, because she sees one person score, she crosses to the next team. The other team scores, she crosses over to the next team. So she's always the middle ground most of the time. But it's just a happy time, just seeing people together, happy and celebrating a team.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you use football to bring people together? The World Cup.
I watched the Germany and Mexico game with my shush.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes.
Hi, Shosh. That's so nice. Yeah.
And she wanted Mexico to win. I
Okay.
don't know why. I asked her why, but she told me she just wanted Mexico to win.
Yeah.
And it ended 1-0.
Okay.
I left the house not speaking to her.
Okay.
But before I was born, your family used to watch football. My family used to play football.
Wow. Okay.
My mom was a defender.
What?
My dad was a striker.
No way.
My uncle was a defender. Yeah.
Now you know why he
That
is
is
into
so
football
cool.
that much.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to pursue this professionally, like to the very end?
I've tried, but circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I played sometimes professionally where we're in the same team with Kako.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really, really cool. It's being passed on from one generation to the other.
Yes.
Priska, what has been your highlight so far? I know we are only getting to the beginning of the World Cup, but so far, what's your highlight?
Let me start with the good part. Of course, I've seen their churches that are streaming football matches, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Because now guys are disappearing from the afternoon services and afternoon meetings.
Yeah.
So the church has seen an opportunity to bring people together. And now there are guys who may not be going to church, maybe in the morning service, but at least they're going to church. And this is one of the ways of the church now luring people to come and hear the word of God. So they're using football to bring people together and in one space. Another thing is... I saw a trend somewhere online of guys talking about how they're watching football while in the office.
Yes.
So it really brought a lot of issues.
Yeah.
As in, rather than working, you're streaming football in the office. So there are also employers are talking about how do you not watch football while in the office. Yes.
Okay.
So at least those two stood out for me so far. I don't know what the gentleman thinks.
I'll start with Kako. Highlight. And please don't talk about England. Okay, I'm kidding. You can.
Okay, after
You
England,
can.
after England,
Yeah.
I saw on social media when Senegal won, some police were going to the Senegal fans' hotels to see, because these people are celebrating too much, so they thought they must be on something.
Yes.
But those same fans, after the game, they stayed behind to clean the whole stadium. They picked up the trash.
Yeah.
And so it's bringing something good out of it. So
Okay.
I think apart from football, people are like that's a good gesture, or good to
This
show.
is a very good.
Yeah.
I think because most of the time when fans are leaving, they usually leave it a chaotic
The way it
place.
is.
Yeah.
Or
Or even
bottles all
worse.
over. And
Yeah.
then by the time you're collecting things that are in there, you wonder how did this get here? So for me, that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Okay. Before I get to Balo, I understand there's something we have. Priska went out to the streets to talk to a couple of people in regards to how they feel about football. So let's watch that and then we'll be right back.
The impact that it has had on me is I'm finding that I'm spending more time with my parents than usual, because when I watch ball, surprisingly, even my mom, which I've never seen her doing.
Yeah, of course, we come together and watch the matches at night. We socialize, we know how the other one is doing. So it has brought us practically together. Yeah.
All I can say is that we are fighting for the remote more often. Of course, when you want to watch World Cup, not everybody is watching World Cup in the house. The kids who want to watch their cartoons, their soaps to be watched by those who are, fans of the soaps. Anyway, it's bringing us home earlier for those who do not drink, who don't go to clubs. That's the kind of thing I can say. It's got a positive impact. For me, it has been positive.
Hamuna lolote inaniaffect hata kidogo, manake hao ni mashabiki wa ball na lazima washerekee ball. Kama mimi ni shabiki wa muziki.
It has also helped us to be busy at home. Even the kids are busy watching World Cup. They are not destroying things or engaging in bad behaviors. It's good.
Well, guys, the lady in a red bandana clearly said that she's happy there's no hooliganism. I don't know that she's throwing shade at God. Sorry, Friska. What do you think? Why is it that globally there's no madness happening?
Well, this is not Gomaya.
But as in,
I also support Gomaya, by the way.
let's not diss Gomaya, because there are also places where people are rowdy after the game.
Yes.
Where your team lost and you end up throwing shade and throwing things at players and all that. So
yes, Priska.
One of the things that I think I would really like to say was the best thing here is the fact that they ensure that security is one of the things. Security of the players, security of the fans, security of the referees as well, security of every single person who was involved in the World Cup thing. So, and also decorum. Like, this is something that, first of all, you had to pay lots of money to attend for you to go and throw stones over there. No, there are no stones over there, right?
Trust me, even at Gore games, there are no stones, but we find them.
Shade,
yes,
because there's a lot of sun. Like that. Just shade. But anyway, I love how it's not. The World Cup is bringing us together in a way that it's your country playing. If it's not your country, sorry, Kenya, but it's Africa.
I
you know,
hope we'll be there at some point.
know.
Like, we used to play World Cup.
Priska, let him finish.
Never.
Yes.
Never. We have been to the World Cup before in the 90s, my friend.
No, that was the African Cup of Nations, and the last one was in 2003.
But don't worry, we'll take it there.
We'll take it there.
Balo, finish your point, please.
The last time Harambee Stars went to the African Cup of Nations was in 2003, and you were humiliated, by the way.
Wait, what was I watching in 1998?
Balo, finish your point,
All
please.
Africa games, but anyway, it's not right now. It's not Manchester United and Arsenal.
Yes.
Right now, it's a country. You get.
Yeah.
And if whether you like Cristiano Ronaldo or Argentina, first of all, the way these teams are playing right now, after Saudi Arabia being thrashed 5-0, everyone has changed their tactic. You know, and these guys are playing in a way that we don't want you guys to win. That's why it's 1-0, 0-0.
Ah, okay.
Argentina 3-0, but it's fine.
Hey, Argentina special case.
But what I'm trying to say is that we're supporting a country, a continent. You get, like, we have representatives from Africa, Nigeria.
Yes.
Everyone now is supporting Senegal.
Yes.
That's how it's bringing us together.
Okay.
Because we want one of us to.
Except this guy.
Wait, sorry, I didn't get what your highlight of the World Cup is. I
Highlight?
asked the two. Yes, what is the one thing that has stood out for you?
Messi losing the penalty.
Right.
But one of the things that I love about the World Cup and has been my highlight is just watching the game with my shoes.
Aban, I'm so proud of you.
That's really
We have to take
and
the
also
first,
last one is the WhatsApp. We have football groups where every single time it's like you're communicating. You get, we are here but we are through. But we are talking about the game. So it's from the screens to where you are.
Okay, the beauty of technology again. We are taking our first break. Clearly, football is very, heartfelt. But we'll be right back after the music. First, we'll enjoy two songs. Then we'll be right back. This is such a messy show today. Okay, right back. Beautiful song there, Asante by Chuchu, and I understand that Balo is a fan of Chuchu. So hey Chuchu, fan over here. Still talking about World Cup, just trying to understand how we can use this space to make sure families do not tear each other apart. Which leads me to the question, mbona tumekasirikia Messi? Balo, what's happening?
Cristiano first game scores a hat-trick. Messi first game loses the penalty.
Okay.
And compared to how, Cristiano has won the Champions League with Real Madrid again, we want Messi to win the Ballon d'Or this year. Okay. So how can you, in your first game, lose a penalty? I understand the pressure that was there.
A lot of pressure.
Yes, because of Cristiano.
Yes.
But now, Spain is a team that is free. You get, Spain plays a game as if they're going to win. You get, all these other teams, Iceland are playing a defensive game. They don't want any team to win. Yeah. We just want a draw with you guys. We don't want to win, but if we want to, we will play that way. Okay. But the way Spain plays the game is very easy and simple. You get. So when you find a team that plays like that, and you also have a very good team, there are a lot of goals that are going to be scored. Okay. Yeah. But if you get a team that is very defensive, something has to happen. Because when Messi had the ball, 3 players from Iceland were with him there. So inategemea tu individual brilliance ya Messi, yeye kuweza ku, and then we get the penalty.
Okay. So do you think he was failed by his team?
Messi carries the team all the time, but I understand that this time, it's not the team. Okay. It's the coach.
Okay.
Yes.
Sawa sawa. Kako, what do you think? Messi or Ronaldo? Who's the GOAT in your own words?
I think this World Cup has just proved that Ronaldo is better.
Eish.
He scored 3 goals in one game.
Okay.
In the World Cup, his 51st hat-trick and the 51st hat-trick in World Cup history.
Yeah.
This World Cup has just shown us how average Messi is.
Ouch.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are palm trees all over this studio because that is called shade.
And it's the truth. Messi cannot perform in Argentina because he's surrounded by average players. He's performing in Barcelona because look, the Barcelona that won the World Cup, the Euros, and the Euro again, were all still same in Barcelona, and they won, I think, 15 trophies in Barcelona when they were together.
Yeah.
But once they left, look at Messi.
Okay.
He's struggling.
Look at his life now.
Look at him. He can't even score a goal in the World Cup. And I don't know who it was that said, every goal Messi scores, 10,000 meals are provided to...
Yes, to families that do not have
hungry.
food. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Aroko, tetea Messi, tafadhali.
Okay, fine. Let me say one thing. I feel like there's one thing I saw Diego Maradona say today.
Yeah.
Like back then when he was playing for Argentina, he had team members who were supportive. But now,
one person.
yeah, but he mentioned like 3 names. But then right now he says Messi has no one to support him or work with him when he fails, because during Maradona's time, every time he failed, he had like people surrounding him, or rather the specific players who held his hand. But now Messi is all alone. Like, why are you not performing? This is
because there's no one who's going to help him. Let me
but you know,
Mascherano,
let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
A team is 11 people.
Exactly.
Don't put all pressure on one person.
Yeah.
if you look at the last World Cup, okay, the World Cup that was that Messi played, that he was very brilliant. You get, he had team members who were not like supporting him. Look at Higuain. Okay, now the coach right now, the system he's playing doesn't favor Messi, and I'm gonna tell you, Kako, for sure, Cristiano is not going to score another hat-trick from now on till the end of this tournament.
Why did you say that?
Because let me tell you, ever since Saudi Arabia were beaten 5-0,
Yes.
the next day Spain drew with 3-3.
Yeah.
With Portugal 3-3. Now, if you look at Costa Rica today, what kind of game are they playing against Brazil? You get? Yesterday, if you look at all these teams, Iran has a very good team, and they're going to, let me tell you, they're going to make Cristiano have a hard time when they play that game, because these people know the stars. You get, and you're coming to face us as underdogs. We don't want you guys to get a win. You get, and that's why, let me tell you, for Cristiano, you saw at the Euros how he played, and going out of the game. Yes, Cristiano is a very good leader.
He's the greatest.
He's a good leader. You get, but now Messi and Cristiano ni kama niseme tu ni kama mwalimu. Kwa hiyo, you know, when the teacher goes with you somewhere, he'll expect you to behave somehow.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
So you'll have to do what the teacher says. So this guy is playing with Cristiano, they have to go with how Cristiano plays.
Okay.
Wale wa Messi, look at the game that was played yesterday.
Kako, you are itching to say something. Go ahead.
Because what I want to say is, great players don't fold under pressure.
Hey.
Great players thrive under pressure.
Okay.
Ronaldo was playing against Spain. Messi was playing against Iceland.
Yes.
Messi played against 2 yesterday.
Kako, when Cristiano played against Iceland, 2 years ago, what happened? What happened? Did he score a goal? How many shots did he?
This is Russia 2018.
Look at Euro
Messi
2016.
playing against yesterday. 1 goal.
Oh, Messi was playing against Modric, against Rakitic, against Mandzukic.
Okay. You want me to give you a list of who Ronaldo was playing against?
Go ahead.
Ramos, Piqué, De Gea, the greatest keeper in the world.
Yes.
What did he do in the first game?
Listen, well, Messi did not score a penalty. He had all the same opportunities that Ronaldo had. He had a penalty. He had a free kick outside the area. He had free play. He did not score.
Let me
That's
ask
not
you.
sugar.
Let me
Let me
ask
also
you.
just say,
Priska, let me ask you.
Okay, fine.
Gormaya was playing against Hull City in your stadium.
Yes.
In Kasarani
Kasarani.
recently. You get the whole stadium. Which team was under pressure? Hull City versus Gor.
Under pressure.
Hull City was under pressure.
Yeah.
Which team won?
Understandably, because they're away. How many fans did Hull City have in Kenya?
I'm saying, which team won?
But,
Hull City won in penalties. You get? But Hull City were the ones under pressure. You get?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they did not fold.
Let me tell you. If you look at this keeper for Iceland, though these guys knew they had the game.
Yeah.
This guy was very, very. He was
No,
relaxed.
but the keeper was very good.
And
For me, he was the man of the match.
Yes.
He was given the man.
And do you know that goalkeeper is a filmmaker by profession?
Ooh,
The coach is a dentist.
Do you
here
know-
for the arts.
Do you
Sorry.
know the right back works in a coffee factory?
Because there are 350,000 in that country.
And they all came to watch the game.
and they've stopped a player who's being paid
Yeah.
750,000 euros a week from scoring.
But
He's
now-
working in a
What
coffee
has
factory.
that got to do with?
Because this Messi
Yes.
plays football for a living.
Okay.
He lives football.
Yes.
This other one anafanya kazi 9 to 5 Monday
Yes.
to Friday
Na
anaingia
junior
zoezi
program.
Friday.
So football is a side hustle.
Yes.
Okay.
But then also,
Friska.
let's not also forget the fact that when you're a star, quote unquote, player, I don't know. Let me say star, quote unquote, because my star is really different from your star. If you have a good player,
Yes, Medica Gere.
I will get back to that
What?
later. But
Yeah.
what I was saying is, when you have a good player in the field,
Yeah.
you have like 10 people following this person. And you have other 11 people from this whole team that's not really active.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as people are putting pressure on Messi for not performing,
Yes.
for me, I think, first of all, he's a good player. He's not quite par with Ronaldo. No offense, but he is a good player.
Balo is holding himself together. Uh-huh.
Yes, and people need to give him a break. There's a player from Colombia who's now facing death threats
Yes,
because of
we'll
this
get to
same
that.
thing.
Yeah.
So I think people just need to chill. As in, don't just put pressure on him.
Even
He's
the one
also
from
trying.
Nigeria kurudingi kwao because of the same thing.
Let me sample some feedback from you. Sorry, Priska. Steve Mbidi, hi, you're a friend to the show. You're saying nice discussion about football. How dare you not invite me? Tell Priska you need beef. Thankfully, she's here. Steve akona beef na wewe. Joshua Karaoke, hi. You're saying, hi, Medrin, love the discussion on football. You're saying it's lit. Hey, Joshua, I like you already. You love the show. You find it fun and interesting. Thank you, and big up to all those people tuned in, and cheers. So cheers to everyone from Joshua Karaoke. Also, we have people from the street. Aki, let me tell you, Nairobians, you're so funny. Let's get some of it.
World Cup imeni impact in many ways considering hii period yote since World Cup ianze nimekuwa na family home, at least naweza patana na watu tunakuwa pamoja, na pia unajua mimi ni fan wa football, inafanya napenda ball sana, so I can get to watch the players that I like, and also I think ime impact people in many ways, like kuna watu sahi they go home early, so unakuta unakaa games inaanza 3 to 9, so people go home early, they hang out with their families and stuff, so I think imeleta togetherness to most people.
What ijani affect inanisaidia na bet na kura, saa ingine naenda na watch ball, so time mingi naenda na watch ball, so ni mzuri.
World Cup ni kitu ina bring up watu together, so watu wakikuja pamoja unakuta watu engage many negative things, so inaleta watu pamoja, wana interact, ina create unity na love, so watu wakisupport the same team unakuta wana unite, and then hawatafikiria about negative juu leo sina form, leo sijui nitaenda wapi, juu leo ni World Cup, wacha together pamoja to celebrate ama to support the same team, so ina unite watu pamoja na ni positive energy, ina bring positive energy.
Very interesting views there from people on the street. Let me tell you, Nairobi, you're such a fun people to live with. Now, kuna moja amesema, and I quote, mimi na bet, nakula. Na bet, nakula. Now, as a Christian station, I'd like to make it very clear, we are not supporters of betting. But Kako, why do people bet? I've heard even people betting their cars. It's very ridiculous. Why?
When it gets to betting your cars, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But for the average man, I mean, if 100 will not hurt you, if your children will not go hungry, I don't see anything against it.
Okay. Yeah. Jaber, before I get to you, Balo, betting, yes or no?
No.
Okay. Thanks. Why?
Because I've tried it.
Okay.
But it makes people lazy, if I can say.
Okay.
And sometimes it involves money. So kuna watu wanaweza kuwa na magonjwa zingine because of that. But for me, it's a no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aroko, as a recovering betting addict.
No, I don't bet. I want to categorically say I have never bet. But
yes.
Anyway, let me just stop saying that.
Yes.
For me, betting is a no. Because first of all, the amount of money, no one has all that amount of money that amengoja kukupatia in the first place. So as much as people say betting is an investment, as in use that money to invest in something else.
Okay.
But then also there's a part where you get addicted. Like today you maybe had a bet and you won 10,000 shillings. So tomorrow you'd want to be into the 20,000 gap. And then the next day you maybe see like a jackpot winner, 2 million, and maybe you only need like 200 bob to bet. So it starts with the pole pole too, and then before you notice it, you've used a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like when you just look at your sheet by the end of the year, you'll have used a lot of money.
Okay.
And maybe looking at your returns, maybe it won't be as much as you have used.
Okay.
So for me, it's a no.
Okay. Just a quick diversion. We saw that, which constituency was this? Dagoretti, where they actually banned betting machines in public to make a statement against betting. Kako, what do you think of that?
If they ban them, there's a problem in that setting because, inaonyesha you're betting more than you need to bet.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Anything done, if it's done out of moderation, it's dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you do it in moderation,
yes,
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of banning I remember the MP was there, and Matiang'i was there saying we will ban all these things. So what do you think? Should it be banned overall, or do we just keep at it but we manage it? What do you think?
I think we can manage it if people who know how to manage stuff.
Can you really manage betting?
Yeah. Can you?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can manage betting, but this were gambling stuff. You get that one that you go with 10 shillings and you put it in the slot.
Yeah.
Then you select something, then it comes. You get.
Yeah.
So most people will be like, the whole day they're just inside that place. You get. And achukue 200 bob, I change into 10 bobs because niliona unekanga 10 bob peke. So 10 shillings.
That's 20 rounds.
Yeah, 20 rounds. Ngoja, and let me tell you, I've been where this game is being played.
Okay.
Where unajua when you put a lot, kuna time itafika mtu atashinda.
Yeah.
You get. So these guys will be like, let this guy play first. Then this one will be like, let him play first. Then at some point, someone will win. You get.
Yeah.
So the whole day, a day where you can be fruitful, you're just spending your day there.
Okay.
Then when it gets to journey, you go home, your hands are empty.
I get you. Yeah.
So most of the time you'll be like, hata sana leo hii pesa nilikuwa nimebaki nayo.
Yeah.
Cha niende tu nikatoe na stress.
Okay.
So you go to the bars or anything.
Okay.
But I think they should be banned everywhere. We have websites now where we can go and bet. But I think if who you're listening to us right now and you're watching us, if you can try it in moderation, that's well.
I am still against it. Aroko?
For me, I don't think there's anything like moderation.
Okay.
Because what is it there for you to moderate in the first place? Because you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
If you're using your amount of money, it's like, let me compare it with business. With business, of course, there are the risks of profits and losses.
Yes.
In betting, it's all about luck. Because what exactly are you inputting as your sweat in that whole thing? Just sitting down, analyzing games.
You're seeing Iceland and Argentina, this is Argentina show.
Yes.
Then you go and bet for Argentina.
Yeah,
then
you're not putting in any effort into it and you're not putting in any work into it. So basically, you're just seated there depending on luck.
Okay.
Which is a wrong thing. So for me, betting is a no, as in there's nothing like moderation in the first place. But I've seen guys who've ended up using their children's school fees betting. The guys who've suffered depression to a point where they don't even want to talk. They want to just commit suicide because of
the guys who've committed suicide.
Yeah.
Fans.
Yeah.
So it's really not a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to go for a break, but I need to tell you something. There's no one who opens a business to give you money. So every time you think of betting, think of it like that. No one will build a plush office so that you bet and they give you money. Ni kuiba shilingi 10 hapa, kuibia huyu 10, then they give you 20. That's how betting works. We'll be right back just to understand how we can watch the World Cup in moderation. Tuache kuambiana tutachapana na tutauana after the music. Don't you like when a song tells you that God holds our tomorrow? That's Jason Gray with the song Sparrow, playing on Family TV. Let me tell you, today I have cartoons in studio. What? Playing on Family TV, also live on Family Radio, carrying the discussion on what the World Cup will be, the impact on the family setup. We touched on betting, and there's a young man by the name of Rogers from Nakuru. Hi, I know Nakuru Bahati, if you come from there. You're saying, hello, what about the mental energy spent in analyzing each game?
See, that's the excuse people use
exactly
to justify betting.
Yes.
For me, I don't really look at it as a mental energy put into use, because when you look at most people who bet, first of all, they tell you, I'm investing. What are you investing in?
Exactly.
Number two, you tell them that's not an investment. They'll be like, I'm using my mind, like you use your mind at work to think and do all those things. Okay, fine. What are you using your mind to do? And then at the end of it all, why should you then lose your money if the game ends 0-0 or 1-1 or 2-2, whichever team wins, if your team won or not?
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't say that is a good reason for you to bet.
Also, when you're using your mental energy, can you walk into a store and use your mental energy to buy something? I don't get that.
Like use that 200 bob, buy jugu karanga, use it somewhere.
Why is that your go-to?
See, because you're trying to use mental energy. Like, one. That's not funny, baby.
Kako, please take this discussion.
Let me just say why. Let me finish my point.
Yeah.
Buy a packet of njugu, right? If you just make it well, sell it for 10 shillings. Now you're putting your energy and your mind into proper use.
Yeah.
But now you're seated in your bed, you're looking at, there are guys who even buy newspapers, only one page, the last page of the newspaper to just see what teams are playing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, fine, there is team A, team B. These are the odds and these are like the ways of which maybe I can get to win or not. So
yes.
If it's putting good, proper mind into use, I think buy something, culture it into a business.
Yes.
Start selling that thing, and now you're putting your mind into use.
Someone's saying good evening. Hi, good evening. They've said good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Yes, you're itching. Tende, Sema.
For a football aspirant, aspiring manager, for me, how one would use their mental energy. Football is a game of tactics.
Okay.
So when you're looking at a game, you analyze how the game is being played. You can not guess, but you can almost know how the game is going to end. That is using your mental energy. For me, ni vizuri kwa sababu as much as na bet ndio na learn vile game inachezwa. I can see how it's going to end.
Okay.
So it would be a worthy investment for me.
Okay.
But if you can see how it's gonna end, Colombia. Kako,
yeah?
Colombia.
Do you know
Colombia will receive red card the second minute. Ulijua hiyo?
Now there's live betting. There is live betting.
Yes.
So nikiona game inaendelea naweka.
Okay, so let's move ahead from this conversation because I don't want anyone to be encouraged to bet. Now there was a case of a Colombian footballer being threatened by death. And even being told you will be slain like the one who was slain in 1994. He was also called Escobar Andres, I think. No relation to Pablo Escobar. What do you think of footballers being threatened by death? I'm like, my goodness, do I owe you my life?
I remember a player from Nigeria also received death threats.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, this guys, I think football is in the blood. We really love the game. It's heartbreaking at some point.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, it's just a game. So people take it very seriously.
Yes.
That, I don't know. But it's not good for someone to receive threats.
Okay.
Because he's a very good player, yes?
Yeah.
But you need to support him. This is a point where the government will be like, hey, you know what? It's fine. We have a next time.
Okay.
But there are people who, sijui wanatakanga kuona tu. Because, you know, some players are playing their last World Cups. So they'll be like, you know, we don't have another for example, Falcao, who will come and play for our team again. We don't, that day James Rodriguez was not playing.
Yes.
So we don't have these players who will come and help us in the next World Cup.
Okay.
This is our only chance. And I think that's why they do it, but it's not good.
Okay. Priska, Carlos Sanchez, tumlete Kenya matufanyaje?
Atawezana na hapa pia sisi tuko na shida zetu venye tu we don't.
Anaweza cheza na Frimiano hapo katika Gor Mahia, unajua.
Yes. What do you think should be done?
This is something that has been happening like, since way back. And I think one of the things that I also got to see as, something that has to really be put to an end.
Yeah.
Remember the Champions League final? Real Liverpool. And as much as the Liverpool keeper ended up doing lots of blunders,
yes,
he really had his share of threats and all that. And to an extent where a club has to put in place security measures and even bring in players with bulletproof vehicles, it tells you how far we have gone as a society, that we are willing to put football to a point where if he's not playing like I want him to play, then I'll rather have him not ever play again.
Okay.
So I think one of the things that people need to know, first of all, this is a sport. It should bring people together.
Yes.
It should be used as a recreational activity, but let's not also worship it, because that's also one of the things that people are doing. Like, you make it to a point where if you don't watch football, you're sick. The guys who are not going to work right now because football inaendelea.
Exactly.
They are in the office, but their minds are at home or in recreational places where they want to watch football. So, one, do not worship the sport. Number two, also, don't worship the players. And then also do not hold them to that level of esteem, because at the end of it all, this is just a human being who is also using blood like you are. He's not a machine or a robot.
Yes.
And then also the fact that we have players who are good and others trying to be good. I think that we should also stop comparing players, because you may find a team with one person and you also want this person to play like Messi.
Yes.
This person akona level yake inafika maybe average ya Messi. So also people just not looking to players like they are.
Okay. Kako, future manager, how do you avert this and make sure that our players are not in trouble?
I think they should just be given extra security, because and Colombia is
kwanza it's Medellin, like so, Escobar land.
But I don't think, first of all, there's a winner and loser in every game.
Okay.
Again, he did it trying to save the ball from going into his own net. He was trying.
That was funny.
And it wasn't intentional, by the way. He was
in 2010, Luis Suarez did the same thing.
Yep.
And he helped his team go through actually by doing that. So hawezi fanya hivyo ndio atinitoe Colombia.
But I think if you make a blunder, you should ensure you score to just keep up with what you've done.
Like, given a red card.
You've been
given a red card, madam. You can't. In the next game you can, but for this one you can't do anything.
Plus, it was just the first game, so they still have a chance to go through.
Okay.
But wanafaa wamchunge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are almost out of time, so I'll ask you, Balo, how do we make sure we use football, to bring families together? There's a gentleman who said, I now get home earlier and I can watch football with my family. I'm like, oh, kumbe you can get home earlier. It's just that football brought you. So how do you use football to make sure we all get along and accommodate also wale wenye hawa watch football?
I think, first of all, let's start supporting our local players also.
Tafadhali, yeah.
I really, really, and I'm praying that God will help Kenya. God will help us as Gor Mahia fans to stop being that rough. I get it, They just want it.
Yeah.
And I understand. By the way, if you're Kenyan now, you can go watch a Gor Mahia game because God has been winning every game. And they're like winning all the trophies you get.
Yeah.
So I'm just requesting, if you're there, if you have a family, I used to go watch the games in the weekends with my family, and it used to bring us together.
Okay.
Right now, football is bringing people together because it's the World Cup.
Yeah.
But for us to get to the World Cup, we need to start with the grassroots.
Yes.
So if it's your kid out there playing football in the academy, go support them.
Okay.
Every afternoon, every Saturday, Sunday afternoon, we have Sunday leagues. Go enjoy these people if you can play, and if you can't, go support these people.
I hear you.
Because it starts from there.
Okay. Arako, before I get to you, Kako, how do you use football to make sure families do not... I hear people are removing the battery in one remote, then that way no one can change the channel. Yeah.
you know, football is a sport supported under intense pressure.
Yes.
So kama tunaweza support team same. Yes, me and my people tuta support.
But Kako, you support the same team with your brothers. What happens?
Listen. My family excluded kwa sababu sisi iko kwa damu.
Social category. Aroko, how do you use football to bring people together?
Well, number one, people just coming together and supporting the same team, like he said.
Okay.
And also, if you're supporting contrary teams, just ensure that you don't fight each other.
Okay.
Like, use this time to talk about football. Ask, tell if you see someone who's handsome playing, say it. If it's you should say. Anyway, like I was saying, as in use this time to talk. There's a lady I talked to yesterday who was saying for a very long time, and she has teens in the house.
Yes.
She's seeing them put their phones and laptops down to just have a time together and bond as a family. Like they're watching football together. So I think as a family, just sit down. Guys are getting home early now.
Yes.
So let's also give them space to do this. If you don't like football, at least show interest. If you can't, just let him have to watch the game.
Can I say another thing?
Yes.
Even for the ladies who don't love football, by the way.
And the men.
And the men.
Yeah.
But to generally ladies, I see you love football. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. But for the ladies who don't know football, we are willing to help you guys, walk you through the steps.
Okay.
Make you understand why 22 men are following that one to just score. You get?
Perfect. Okay.
And not score for 90 minutes.
By the way, and if you don't love football, you love another sport.
Yes.
Kindly help us understand the game so that when it's time for sports, not only football, even basketball, we can watch them together.
Okay, I literally have 8 seconds. So yes or no question. Will Kenya ever get to the World Cup?
I'll take it there.
You?
Absolutely.
You?
Yes.
Okay, that's where we leave it. You're literally out of time. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel is so heavy in my mouth. Okay, Emmanuel Kako. Thank you so much. Priska Aroko, Asante Sana, Alan Balo. All the best in your careers. Hope to see you somewhere in the grand platform. And to you, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been a fantastic week. Next week, Aroko goes for a very long break, so I'll be here alone. And lastly, happy birthday, Aroko. This weekend is your birthday. We'll see you Monday morning. Still hang out with Jackson Musti for Prayer Circle. My name is Medrin Nyambura. Thank you so much for your time. Good night.